This video is an overview of the metrics that are tracked by Revenue.io's Conversation AI platform. You'll see here that I've got Ivan's contact up, and I'm going to scroll down in our phone calls to this outbound call here that was 34 minutes and 25 seconds. The first place that I'm going to review the metrics that are tracked is with this Conversation AI blue hyperlink. As I pop into this call recording, you'll notice that I can play the recording if I'd like, but I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And as I scroll down to the bottom, you'll notice that there are some talk metrics and emotion metrics here. These are really valuable to understand. Our tool is tracking talk ratios. I had a 72% talk ratio on this call compared to Ivan's 28%. It's tracking the active listening moments. Ivan had 29 active listening moments and I had 15. It's tracking our interruptions. We both interrupted each other pretty frequently. I interrupted Ivan 13 times, he interrupted me 12. It's tracking our average talk streak. That's going to dictate how long on average you were speaking for. Ivan spoke for 7 seconds on average, I spoke for 23. It's going to provide our longest talk streak, aka your longest monologue. Ivan's longest monologue was 1 minute and 28 seconds. Mine was 3 minutes and 28 seconds. We then have talk rates. This is how fast each person talks in words per minute. Ivan spoke faster than me at 185 words per minute. I was 167. We then have a tracking of how much silence take place. How many times was there 4+ seconds of silence? That happened 4 times. And finally, a vocabulary score. How complex is each participant's speech expressed as unique words per minute? Ivan scored 51 and I scored 31, showing you that I have a pretty limited vocabulary. Finally, we have sentiment metrics down here where you can see the starting point of the sentiment and where it finished. The arrow would be a longer arrow if there was a larger sentiment change, and the arrow can go up or down. You'll see here that we both started in ahead of neutral towards positive and ended in the same direction. That's the first place that I can access these call metrics. But there's one more way that I can access them. Instead of hitting the Conversation AI blue hyperlink, I'm going to go to the Salesforce task itself with this outbound call hyperlink to the task. Once on this task, I'm going to go to the Revenue.io custom object called the conversation. And when I'm on this conversation, I can see that there are a lot of metrics available to me, even a few that I didn't see in the last screen. Things like what hour of the day was the call, and what was it locally for Ivan? What was the duration in seconds and minutes? As I scroll down, I can also see in this Conversation AI tab even more information. Things like a speech rate that categorize both of us as fast. I can see our actual sentiment scores, where mine was 0.28 and Ivan's was 0.3. We both had positive sentiment. They were both changed minimally. Mine went up by 0.08. Ivan's went up by 0.09. I can see the overall sentiment for the call. I can see back channel moments, interruption ratios, and I can see things like keywords and total number of questions that were asked on that call. So that's 2 separate ways that you can review a lot of really valuable call metrics. Most of what you need will be in the Conversation AI platform itself that you can see right here. I encourage you, as you're analyzing the calls that you have, to look at the call metrics and see if you spot any trends. Is my talk ratio higher or lower on my successful calls? How about my longest talk streak? Do I have long monologues or short monologues when I have successful calls? And finally, how's my mirroring? Are my talk rates similar to the person that I'm speaking with? Is my talk streaks similar? Is my vocabulary similar? These are all really valuable insights as you determine how to be the best salesperson you can be. Thanks for watching.